Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 20th of the subject The Study of Society, and the chapter is Religious Beliefs and Practices. Let's see the topics to be covered. Religion, an aspect of social organization, culturally diverse forms of religion, religion and social change. Now, what is religion? It is concerned with the shared beliefs and practices of human beings. It is concerned with the shared beliefs and norms as well as the practices of human beings. It is the human response to those elements in the life and environment of mankind which are beyond their ordinary comprehension. Majumdar and Madan explain that the word religion has its origin in the Latin word religio. This is derived from two root words. The first root is leg, meaning to gather, count, or observe. The second root is lig, meaning to bind. So it is derived from these two meanings, basically to gather and then to bind. Religion and society. Religion has also been characterized as the aspect of human social and personal life which embodies the most sublime of human aspirations. It is a foundation on which the normative structure of society stands. It is an upholder of all values, morality, and ethics of society. Religion has led to the unification of the members of society. So it is only with the help of religion that members are unified, and it is an upholder of all values and on which the normative structure of the society stands. And basically it also covers the aspects of humans' social and personal life which embodies the most sublime of human aspirations. Religion and faith. Central to all religions is the concept of faith. Religion in this sense is the organization of faith which binds human beings to their temporal and transcendental foundation. By faith, human beings are distinguished from other beings. It is essentially a subjective and private matter. According to the classical Indian thought, man is made by faith. So man is made by faith, and it is basically a subjective and private matter on which religion do human beings have faith on. But the religion binds human beings to their temporal and transcendental foundation, to their temporal foundations, to their foundations of the ethics, and to the foundations of their roots, that where have they come from. Link between faith and religious life. All traditional societies constitute their faith in such order as they make interaction between individuals possible and the movement from temporal to transcendental reality. Self, marriage, family, and society refer to the basic constitutions of social life. So, these correspond to human response and transcendental values through faith. The individual in deep faith develops reverence for life, the condition which liberates him from suffering. So, when the individual has faith, he or she develops reverence for life, the condition which is liberating, which liberates him or her from suffering, from problems. So self, marriage, family, society, these are all constitutions and institutions of social life of the human beings. And there is a relationship between faith and the religious life of people. Culturally diverse forms of religion. Broadly, we can classify them into three classes: simple form of religion, complex form of religion, and mixed form of religion. Simple forms of religion. Characteristic features of the simple forms of religion are: the archaic form of religion is ahistorical, that is timeless. As it is ahistorical, it is not founded or formalized by human beings. In this form of religion, the knowledge of belief and ritual is transmitted orally from one generation to the next. So this is basically archaic form of religion. This is timeless, and this is also not formalized by human beings, and this is also transmitted. The knowledge of such belief and rituals are transmitted orally from one generation to the next generation. Tyler visualized the following phases in the evolution of simple form of religion. Lower animism. It tends to be amoral, that is, the soul is continued after death in a condition which does not depend on its death during life. Higher animism, it is based on the retribution doctrine, that is, there are rewards and punishments for the soul depending on the lifetime performance. So there are rewards also given, and there are also punishments given for the soul depending upon how the human beings perform in their entire lifespan. Complex forms of religion. This form of religion has the following features. It is historical, that is, its origin can be traced. It's also a founded religion. The knowledge of belief and ritual is codified and textualized. In this form of religion, there is a large measure of personalism, and there is a highly intellectualized form of religion. This is a highly intellectualized form of religion wherein there is personalism is there is codification of beliefs and rituals are there, and textual matter is also written, and the origin of this particular religion, it can be traced, and it is also religion which is founded by human beings and which can be traced back. Mixed forms of religion. Hinduism as a mixed form of religion does not have a historical origin as founded in Islam, Buddhism, or Christianity. It has no founder and its source is not in space and time. Unlike the complex forms of religion, it does not possess an organized, bureaucratic religious order of the type present in Christianity or Islam. So Hinduism is also a mixed form of religion, but that does not have a historical origin that can be found in Islam or the other religions, and also it has no founder. It is not restricted in space or in time, and unlike the complex form of religion, it does not possess any organized or bureaucratic religious order of any type which is present in Christianity or Islam. So it is free from all bureaucratic orders. Hindu religion and caste system. Hindu religion cannot be understood apart from the caste system. It does not have an organized clergy or religious order as in the case of Christianity. The Indian caste system was originally derived from the four Varnas, but territorial, linguistic, and occupational factors gave rise to numerous hereditary groups which came to be known as castes. Each caste has a set of beliefs and rituals. For the Hindus, there are two important guides for practice, the Dharma Sutra and the Grihya Sutra. These are the parts of the Vedas dealing with the rules or procedures for religious activities. The Grihya Sutra domestic rites incorporate a number of specific features of the caste. So various features of the caste are covered here. Religion and social change. Change is the very essence of a living thing. So change is required, and change is the very essence. A living religion must grow, must advance, and must change. A living religion which is living, it must change, it must grow, it must also advance. No form of religion is static. In some cases, the change may be slow and minor, in others relatively rapid and major. So religion cannot be static. In some cases it is slow, whereas in some cases it is fast. Every religion claims its first principle supreme, original, and eternal. Religion and social change. There are three types of change in religions, from simple to complex, from complex to simple, and mixing of forms. Simple to complex form. Contact with complex form of religion adds many new elements in the simple form of tribal religion. The consequences are the Oraons lost faith in the powers of their old spirits. The institutions of temple and guru or spiritual guide and loving adoration of a personal deity, bhakti, became acceptable. Religious life began to find expressions through different denominations. So the institutions of temple, guru, spiritual guide and loving adoration of a personal deity, bhakti, also became acceptable. The Buddha showed a path far simpler than this. This is from complex to simple form. The Buddha spoke to the people in everyday language and prescribed the eightfold noble path. It is a different matter that in course of time his disciples, especially the Mahayanists, gave themselves up to the mystical tantric form of complex religion. So basically, it later happened that mystical tantric form of complex religion was originated, but Buddha showed or prescribed the eightfold noble path where the individuals have to uphold values and dignity for each other. Mixing of multiple forms of religion. Mixing of more than one form has caused development of new religious organizations. The most excellent example is of Sufism. It has evolved from Persian Zoroastrianism and Arab Islamism. The sublimity of this faith lies in its conception of the unity of eternal spirit and the intimate association of the divine with the manifest. The Arab Muslims believe in a personal God. So the sublimity of this faith lies in the conception of the unity with the eternal spirit, with God, and the intimate association with the divine and the manifestation of the same. The Arab Muslims believe in a personal God. Sects and cults. Sects are like the various branches of a tree, which is a religion. They are a reaction to what is not acceptable in a religion. In fact, the sects rise as a protest movement against established religions. Whatever the wrong practices occur in the religion, the sects rise as a protest movement against those wrong practices. Protestant Christianity is a sect of Catholic Christianity, just as Jainism and Buddhism are some of the sects of Hinduism. So Protestant Christianity is a sect of Catholic Christianity. Cult is another aspect of religion, which is an offshoot, but unlike a sect, it does not arise as a protest movement but remains a part of the main religion. It's an acting out of feelings, attitudes, and relationships which are an end in themselves. For example, the cult of Devi or the cult of Krishna, etc. So basically, it's the expression of feelings, attitudes, and relationships which are an end in themselves and which are the most important. Conversion. Conversion is the chief end of all teaching and preaching in some religions. It is a process of growing up in spiritual life. It is in Protestant theology, it is called the rebirth of the soul. As a constant challenge of faith, conversion is an ongoing discovery of the real nature of religion. So it is an ongoing discovery. People are finding things on the real nature of religion. So this was all about religion, the religious practices which are followed, and also the process from simple to complex, complex to simple, and the mixed forms of religion, and also conversion. So these are some of the questions. You have to do it yourself. What are the negative aspects of religion? Give an example each of a simple form, a complex form, and a mixed form of religion in India. That's all. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.